one of the most beautiful times I had is, this is a whole story. I should do that whole blog of the day we drove from here to Kigali. So every time we've driven to Kigali, my husband and their dad loves driving. Yani, I've not seen people who he just loves driving for driving. This one time, just pre-COVID, remember, I had to drive with you guys from here to Kigali. So there's just me and 7 girls. Rema had not been born, but we had the house help, right?
Yeah,
we had Pam, there were me and 7 girls in that vehicle. The vehicle, haikuwa serviced properly. You know, it was. We didn't even have enough money to actually fuel and be comfortable and sleep on the road. We were going for a very risky road trip, if I can say like that. And I remember for 2 days not sleeping because of how much I was frightened. Anything could happen on the road.
You know, mom will say these things, and then that time we were like, "Let's go, guys! It's a road trip."
Yes, they think actually I'm so strong. And you remember going down Eldoret and the whole system, electric system going off.
Yeah.
And I remember that route, that's Sachwangan, that's that place where there's a lot of accidents. We went in pitch darkness. Honestly, I don't know if the road is on my front or on the left. I don't know if there's a turn. The only way I could tell,
had so many times, I remember.
Yes, and there was no vehicle. If there was a vehicle oncoming or going behind, I could see a bit of the road. There was no moonlight. There was nothing. And such times I had to depend on God already, because I had feared so much for 2 days not sleeping. I was already feeling the fatigue already, and I have just it's like the first 2 hours of the journey, and I was so frightened. And I remember what God reminded me, something he had said to me the day before, because I walked into the petrol station and I was like, I don't know what needs to be done. I don't know if there's a service. I don't know to check oil. I don't know nothing. My husband does. My father did it. My brothers did it. And my husband did. I don't know how to do this. So I walked into the petrol station, I filled the tank. And then I am thinking, what do I do? Then this guy, I believe he was an angel, he came and said, I told him I want to check the tires because we are going for a long journey. He said, let me check for you everything. He checked everything, checked the oils. He didn't even charge me. He checked, he just did the treasure.
Was it, we were there in the car?
Yes. He did everything for me and I was like, wow. You know, and I remember that's when God spoke to me and said, I am the father to the fatherless and the husband to the widow. I was like, what? My husband is not dead. And that's when it just occurred to me that what God was meaning then is, because my husband is not there to take care of the things then, to take care of the car, to drive me, to take his role at that particular time. Not because he didn't want, but because the situation had forced us to be like that. He told me, I will take care of you. And you know what? It's better to be taken care of God actually than a human being.
Yeah,
even their own father, true. He loves us, he takes care of us. But God taking control was even a better thing. You understand? And it just occurred to me how much he treasures. And that's when I thought, wait, a widow is so special to God. Her children are so special to God, not because they're just widows or in a bad place, because a woman is really precious to God. And that's why he has allocated a man on his behalf to take care of a woman. You understand? Yeah. A man is doing God's favor because God, God is doing man a favor in the opposite. Yes, God is doing man a favor because he's saying, this is my treasured being. Take care of her. Okay? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You had that, daughters.
You're precious.
You're
very
precious. And it's a very intricate truth. When you think about it that way, it changes every little lie that comes in every form in the internet.